Okay, so what we did, or we're going to do our presentation on is basically on campus education. Mary.
Bailey. I'm Nick. Wardell.
Callie.
So basically, what we're going to be discussing today is the benefits of both online schooling versus going to school on campus. We're going to talk about the benefits of both, so you can basically see like the both sides, and then also we're going to discuss the differences between the two, because obviously you can't say one is better without discussing the other. We're going to talk about the financial background of it, so basically discussing, you know, scholarships and funding for both options, and why, you know, one will be better because of it, you can get more funding for it. And we're also going to discuss how realistic is it to go to class on campus versus doing online. We're going to look at statistics, charts, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So basically, some background. Obviously, we all know that college campuses is what we're doing now, going to class, doing face-to-face, work with the teacher, working one-on-one with the teacher. And online is basically technology-based. You're working with a computer most of the time. You don't, work with a lot of students. You don't interact with different people in like groups or organizations. And then basically with the hybrid course, it's kind of like a mix of the two. So you're going to class on campus, and then you're also taking courses online. So it's kind of like, you do get some experience, but then again, you really don't. And then in our transmittal letter, basically what our letter discussed is our action plan. So like if this situation was to actually work out, how we're gonna plan on executing it. So basically, like, how are students going to get funding? How are they going to be able to handle going to classes on campus and still maintaining like everyday life, like say if they have families and all that? So how is that going to fit into their lifestyle? And then basically, this slide is basically like random. So I actually took a hybrid course last year. It was for an art class. And basically, what we did was we met one day a week, and we had like 10 different assignments per week that we had to go over. And basically, it was kind of difficult because if you had like questions and all that, you couldn't really ask it if you had, a question on that day. It was a day that we didn't have class. And then my teacher kind of didn't respond to every email, so that made it also difficult for me to keep up in the class. And like on top of doing like all these assignments, we had quizzes and tests. So it was basically like a ton of information thrown into one, and it kind of made it difficult for students like me and other students in class to be successful, because we didn't have like that one-on-one help throughout the week.
And I'm also in a hybrid class right now, and we meet like 2 days a week, but we still have we have like a weekly to-do list, which is all of our assignments we have to complete for the week, and we'll meet like twice a week. But even when we're meeting, the class time still feels kind of like pointless. Like we really don't get much done, and she kind of like just puddles through it, and then we're left to go home and like complete all the work online. So that's kind of my own experience with it.
So our options are online college, on-campus education, and then on-campus college with online